right, traders, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time zone that you guys in. This is Abdurrahman from the fxaltariq.com. I want to give a quick update on what's on my radar. We're looking at the Kiwi, the New Zealand US dollar trade that we're in. We're about 81 pips below the entry point. I want to show you guys something. You know, one of the things that many of you have to develop is patience. Trades do not always take off and move in the direction which you want it to move. You know, the market has to make money, give some back, and then make some money and give some back. What we have here, as I can see on my chart, is what is commonly known as a pennant being formed here. What this normally means, guys, is that you would have a retracement, probably will come somewhere close to this zone here, and then push off from there. So again, I'm giving you trades which don't require a whole lot of management, but they do require patience from your side. All right, so let's watch this trade. I'm watching it. I see it. Not in any way nervous about it at all. And actually, if it hits my stop, it hits my stop. I can't move the market. You can't move the market. It takes other traders to move the market in a certain direction. But as I look at this, this is a common pennant. This is a common formation where it forms into a flag or a pennant, whatever you want to call it, and then comes down, it retraces, comes down, and then pushes off and moves very quickly. With that said, let's move over to see what else is on my radar. We'll go back to one of the other trades that we're in, which is the Aussie, We have entry point at 0.7388. We're not there yet. Another one. Weekly trades take time, guys. Listen, a weekly candle is only one candle. It's not like a 4-hour candle where you will have multiple candles in the day. You're only going to have one. So we're waiting for this candle here or the next one next week to come up and enter into a trade here. So you're going to have patience. All right, now with this particular trade here, if this candle ever closes below this zone, that's 71.72 on my chart, don't know what's on your chart, but we will more or less probably call the trade off, because we don't want to have a close. I didn't say touch it, a close below the zone, but it doesn't look like that, right? Look like that as we stand right now. We're waiting for entry. We're waiting for an entry point on this target. Looks good. Still, it's holding up. Look good. We will see what happened during the course of the next two candles. Okay. Another one that's on my radar is that we're looking at before, again, the Euro Great Britain. We're looking for this trade here. We can almost enter into a trade here, guys. I'm going to look at this a little bit throughout the day, and this trade is a double top moolah trade, and we can actually enter this trade for a sell trade. So that is a firm confirmation for me. We will wait and see how this pans out, but look for a trade soon on this particular chart. One other chart that I'm looking at, we're looking at the CAD. Those of us who are in the CAD, what do we see is two neutral candles. It's not moving up. It's staying where it's at. A whole trade for me, no problem. There was one chart I'm looking at, and I thought it's on the other chart that I'm looking at is the Great Britain, New Zealand on the daily chart. I told you guys we will be getting back into this trade. We're looking at a last kiss formation. I'm sorry, a first touch formation as it comes back up to this zone 2.3077, and we look for a bearish candle to print off of this zone. This chart is looking great, guys. Let's see what happens in the next day or two. I'll be a little bit cautious if it hits there on Friday, but you know what, we'll see what happens. Looking to touch this zone here and then bust, print, retouch, and then push off from the zone, and then we're back into another trade on the Great Britain, New Zealand. I have to tell you guys, that is about it that I see on the charts. If you see something else that you're interested in, please pass it my way. With that said, you guys have a magnificent day on Wednesday.